Initially, I thought I was going to run into trouble trying to find a backing for this in my stash because currently it's still no buy January while I'm recording this. So obviously I can't buy any fabric. So I was digging through my stash to figure out what I had that could work. And I found the perfect backing for this. So just as a reminder, we've got our film strip negatives in the white. We've got solid black here. And our borders are this camera fabric that I think came from Hobby Lobby or something. I'm not totally sure. But while I was digging through my stash, I found this. This is flannel. It's probably about 3 yards because I probably bought it with the intention of pajama pants because if you did not know already, my bachelor's degree is actually in photography. So at one point in time, anytime I saw some camera fabric, camera anything, I bought it. So how perfect is this? I might have to piece it. So I think I'm gonna be able to get one piece vertically easily if this is 3 yards, but I don't know what I'll be able to piece this way because usually you do your 3 yard cut in half, so yard and a half each direction this way, but then all my cameras are going to be sideways on the back. So I want them to be up and down and with my chevrons, so I'm going to have to figure out my big piece, and then if I need to do 2 smaller pieces to make this wide enough. Granted, I have been riding it risky and having very skinny edges, as some of you have seen in some of my videos this year. And so if it's a skinny little edge that I have to hold on to and then clip once the machine gets past it, so be it. But this is gonna be my backing. I am determined to make it happen. And I'm gonna keep working my way through this spool of thread that was purchased for quilting the circuit board quilt, which was my first quilt of 26 and 21. So we've made some kind of a dent in it. Maybe this spool will run out by the end of the year. Maybe the gray one will. It would be great if they both did because neither of these fit in my super cute snappy stacker box. So I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get some bobbins wound, get everything all loaded, go make my quilt back, and get this thing done. So everything's loaded in now. I actually loaded the quilt sideways because the way that I pieced the back, it has the seam running this way, and then my camera is on the back. The flannel is directional, so I wanted to make sure of that. And so we're gonna go with this loop-de-loop design. We are looking at about 59 by 48 inches for my quilt height, my quilt size, so that sounds about right. So I'm gonna get this all ready to go, and it'll quilt out pretty quick, especially since it's gonna go bigger zones this way, which means less in this direction. Trixie's here scoping out the place, but we're now at the point where the final zone was stitched. Everything is all ready to take off the frame and get trimmed up. I'm going to trim up this batting beforehand, at least this big chunk on this side and the big chunk on that side, because of that certain little friend of ours that likes to attack the batting. So I'm going to trim off the bigger chunks, save them for the next quilt, and then we're going to finish this up. I walked away for a minute, and look what's happening already. I need to put binding on this. Can I have it? Can I have it? These are sheep. Hey, you left your sheep. Oh, now it's a fort. Thank you. And after a little help from Trixie, our pinwheel quilt is all done. I'm quite pleased with how this turned out. I'm still debating if I would have liked it more if I had switched the black to here and then the binding here, or switched this to black and then kept this as black binding. I don't know, it's too late now to rip it all out and go back, but I think this is gonna be a fun quilt for some teen, tween, grown adult, anybody who loves photography, loves film, just needs something that's nice and neutral and not bright and colorful. So this is really cool. And I even posted it on my Instagram and had some of my former classmates from my photography program comment about how cool the backing was, because that was a little sneak peek they got. And so I have a feeling a lot of people are gonna like this. So, and at this point I even have the matching pillowcase all done. All my other ones I kind of waited to do the pillowcase because I like to chain do those. So I did all 5 or 6 pillowcases at once. So we've got the black on the bottom, the little film strip flange, and then the cameras on top. So this pillowcase is going to be a perfect wrapping for this quilt. And so now let's take a look at the quilt drop and then some final photos before it's on its way to its new owner.